we think of the movie monsters, people usually bring up the kind of one-track mind serial killers such as Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees. But there are other kinds of freaks and monsters out there in the galaxy that not only want to destroy every human in sight, but want a little love on the side as well. Join us now as we look at some of the greatest romantic monster moments in film history.
Looks like Christmas came a little early this year.
Evil Dead. We'll start with probably the most well-known and classic scene on the list. After some terrifying events occurring in the cabin, this woman does the only sensible thing and runs out alone in the dark forest.
I know someone's out there. I heard you. I heard you in the cellar.
Here she encounters the titled Evil Dead, in the form of possessed and decidedly rapey trees. It's a scene that is weird, disturbing, and what the fuck all at the same time. This is monster romancing at its absolute worst.
What happened to you? Cheryl, what's the matter with you? Did something in the woods do this to you?
No, it was the woods themselves. They're alive, actually.
Demon Seed. This claustrophobic thriller gives us a monster in the form of Proteus.
I am Proteus.
Proteus.
A computer who incorporates the murderous elements of 2001's HAL 9000 with some of the ambitious world domination traits to top it off. Would you expect anything different?
Today, a new dimension has been added to the concept of the computer. Today, Proteus 4 will begin to think.
Proteus also displays a very human desire to grow beyond the limitations of his own knowledge, so it decides to assume a human form by impregnating a poor woman with his computer's seed.
I, Proteus, possess the wisdom and ignorance of all men. But I can feel the sun on my face. My child will have that privilege. My child. And yours.
Despite the goofy premise, this is actually a pretty terrifying piece of cinema, with the actual scene of the computer and the human getting it on being particularly traumatizing. Galaxy of Terror. In Galaxy of Terror, we follow a group of astronauts on a mission to a desolate planet to rescue a stranded spaceship. One by one, they are attacked by vicious alien creatures on the planet that are the physical manifestations of their own fears. Who hasn't been there, right? Between plenty of gory scenes, we also get the famous and infamous scene where a female character played by Taffy O'Connell meets Prince Charming in the form of a big, hideous, slug, earthworm, Mothra larvae creature. During the struggle, her clothes get torn off. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? And she is, apparently, forcibly aroused by this creature before dying. It is weird, creepy, and not extremely romantic. Legend. This visual explosion of a movie features the very memorable monster known only as Darkness. Oozing sensuality and suggestion, Darkness is mostly interested in killing unicorns and covering the world in eternal winter. Let's face it, when you're named Darkness, it's kinda what you do.
The last unicorn dies tonight. The sun sets forever. There shall never be another dawn.
But he soon gets other things on his mind when he meets the lovely Princess Lily.
I offer you this rose, princess. My heart, my soul, my love.
Unfortunately for our monster, though, she doesn't return his feelings and hooks up with Tom Cruise instead. As Katie Holmes demonstrates, arguably a worse fate.
You disgust me. You're nothing but an animal.
We are all animals, my lady.
Toxic Avenger. Not an evil monster as such, but a monster nonetheless. The Toxic Avenger finds love in the blind hottie, Sarah, after saving her from a robbery. And of course murdering everyone in sight. This particular method of dating blind women isn't completely unheard of, as other monsters, such as Ben Grimm from the Fantastic Four, have employed this approach in the past.
So sad. You know, being different isn't always a bad thing.
It might seem unfair at first, but ultimately the person behind the hideous surface is what wins the girl's heart at the end. But you still have to deal with being an ugly motherfucker. Let that be a lesson to us all. You can be an ugly motherfucker and still get the girl. The Toxic Avenger is our top pick on the list.
What are you doing to the furniture?